So in this video, I'm going to be basically keep on working on my combat. Probably try to get about maybe 32. I want to say by the end of this video, I was hitting like about 32 strength. But anyways, I'm going to be working on that. At the same time, I'm going to be continuing on the story that I was already talking about a minute ago. So, yep. And I was on Facebook. Started checking a little bit of Facebook, and next thing I know, I got a random message from my fucking sister. I didn't even know it was my sister. So, I'll start just so I don't annoy you guys. If you guys are interested in hearing these stories that I got, I can tell you more. Okay, on Facebook, next thing you know, basically this girl texted or messaged me on Facebook, going like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Okay, what's up? Like, how you doing? Like, who the fuck are you? Random chick just messaging me. Like, I don't even know who the fuck this is." And basically she started asking me, like, "Hey, do you know who this person is?" And I'm sitting there going, like, "That's my dad. Like, how the fuck do you know this person is?" And I started, like, second-guessing certain stuff. I'm sitting there going, like, "Wait a minute. What's going on here? Like, who is this person? Somebody trying to hack me or, like, tease me or fucking something? Or, you know what I mean?" So I sat there looking at the screen, going, like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And then she didn't say why. She just looked at me and she fucking like messaged me and go like, "I think you're my brother." I sat there going like, "What?" I'm thinking in my head going like, whoa, hold the fuck on here, dude. Who? What? I'm sitting there going like, "Oh, okay." I finally messed back and I'm like, wait, what? It's like, "Yeah, I think you're my brother." She's like, "You know who this is, right?" She's like, "That's my dad." And I'm sitting there going like, wait a minute, how? And we had to sit there and like talk about it, trying to ask who these people were. And she's like, "Do you know who this person is?" And I said, "Yeah, it's my aunt." Even though I was just in contact, I just got in contact with my aunt. At that time, I was just meeting her. So I asked her and I met her. And I'm like, she's like, "Yeah, it's probably your dad's kid." And I'm sitting there going like, what the fuck, dude? What is going on here? So yeah, I mean, like, if you guys, I don't know if you guys have had any stories about, like, meeting somebody you didn't even know. Like, it's been 23 at that time. It's been 23 fucking years that I didn't know this person. Had no idea. So I just missed out on so many fucking years. So fuck. She's older than me. Not by much, but she's older than me. So she's probably like 32, 33 right now. So I'm 29, about to be hitting 30. I'm already scared about that, but but yeah, dude, it scared me. I'm sitting there going like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know who this person is, and this person is fucking messaging me, and now they're saying they're my brother. So I started talking to her more and more over time, and I have a really good relationship with her now. It's been 7 years since I've known this chick, and she's the only person in my family besides my mom that actually keeps in contact and will be like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on?" Tell her about girlfriends, blah, blah, saying like, "Oh, I have this, sorry, I broke up with this girl," or "She broke up with me," blah, blah, obviously, and then she'll talk about it, saying like, "Oh, how's this girl, and how's your cat, how's your pets?" I mean, just being a regular sister. I got to know her. She already has a kid. She's been with the same guy for the last fucking like 5 years, 7 years. So I'm sitting here going like, what the fuck? Like, dude, getting to know her. I came out to her house, and I got to know her. She's a really quiet chick. I mean, like, kind of like how I used to be. I'm not really quiet anymore, as you can tell on here. I mean, I'm willing to talk about my life now because I know it might help somebody else in a different situation. Just like the evictions that I was in. I got evicted a couple times, and now I sit here and look back at it and go like, whoa, I've really been through a lot of shit. And some people come up to me and be like, "What happens during this? What happens during that?" And I'm like, okay, I've already been through it. Here, this is exactly what happened to me. I'll tell you this. Shit, I was dealing with one eviction and I didn't even know it. You guys already fucking know this, but I've had to deal with one where they came in the house and I didn't even know I was fucking getting evicted. I was sitting there going like, what the fuck's going on? That's a long story to go into, but the one guy pissed me off because the guy was like, I came in, they broke in my fucking house. Came in, started grabbing my shit, throwing it outside. And I'm like, okay, I get that. I understand you guys doing all this stuff, blah, blah, whatever. And the one guy was being nice. He's like, hey, man, you can grab all the stuff you need, then you just do what you gotta do. And I'm like, alright, dude, I understand. Like, I get it. I understand you gotta do your job. I completely fucking get it. So, the guy was like, this is where the guy lied to me. Completely fucking lied to me. Actually, lie number 2. Just lie number 2, not 3. Lie number 2. I started going into lie number 2. Lie number 1, right here, was when I came in there and I started grabbing my stuff. The guy purely looked at me and he's like, hey, man, you ain't gotta worry about fucking taking it all out at once. You can come back in and grab your stuff. You ain't gotta worry about that. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, no problem. We're just taking pictures. He's like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't mind being in a picture. Go ahead. I understand. I'm behind a brand. I get it. You have to do your job. I completely get it. Well, this dude said that. So I'm like, okay. I grabbed a couple of my things, brought it out to my car, tried to come back inside. And the guy stopped me. One of the dudes stopped me. Because he had like 5 guys coming in there and grabbing my shit. And then one guy stopped me going like, hey, you ain't coming back inside, you're getting evicted. And I was like, I understand that, but the dude that was right back there told me to come back in and grab the rest of my stuff. And he's like, no, you can't. I'm like, yes, I can. The guy back there just told me you might want to go talk to him because I have to go in there and talk to him because he's the one that just told me. He's like, I don't care, I'm sorry, but you're not going back in. This is an evicted, basically you don't live here anymore. So we're going to have to take pictures of the entire apartment. I was like, I understand that. But why did the guy lie to me and tell me that I can't go back in then? I guess maybe I'm stupid, I don't know. But why would they fucking, like, it's just in general. I don't understand why would they do that. It was a different guy. So finally that guy that told me that came back outside. And this is what really pissed me off because the guy came back outside and I was like, alright dude, hey, why don't you tell this guy, can you tell this guy I'm coming back in because you just told me I can grab all my stuff, I ain't gotta worry about that stuff. If you'd have told me in the very first place, I would have grabbed all my stuff as much as I could and I went outside, that would have been perfectly fine. But no, the guy told me specifically that don't worry about it, you can come back inside. So I didn't worry about it. So the guy came outside and I told him that and I was like, you want to tell this guy because he's not letting me back inside the house. So I just want to get my stuff. I have to get my whatever. And all of a sudden he changed his mind. He's like, no man, you can't go back inside. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me, right? He's like, no, you can't go back in once we take pictures and all that stuff. Like, once we go outside, you can't do anything. And I'm like, bro, you literally just told me that I didn't have to worry about it. He's like, he kind of just looked at me and like shrugged it off, like, okay, walk back inside. And I'm sitting there looking at him going like, are you fucking serious right now? Dude, you literally just, why the fuck would you lie to me if I can't even go back inside? Why would you tell me that? He's like, because you're getting evicted. I was like, I understand that. Then why didn't you tell me that in the first place? I knew I was getting evicted, but you still could tell me, hey, you're doing this. So I sat up there, he finally came back outside, started talking to me more and more, saying I was arguing with him, saying like, okay, well this and this. I'm like, dude, I'm not arguing with you, you're just telling me you lied to me back there. I'm like, I'm not dealing with a fucking liar, like you're doing this stuff. So I sat outside, apparently waiting, and I was like, can I at least go, because I only had one flip-flop on, because I forgot it back in the house. I was like, well, can I at least go back in and get my fucking flip-flop? Because you already lied to me about this. God, man, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little heated, but anyways, yeah, the guy was like, after like 2 minutes of fucking arguing, whatever we'll call it, he finally was like, alright, fine, let him fucking back in. So I came back inside, and I was like, well, fine, if you guys want to fucking lie to me about this shit, like, you want to come over here and do all this stuff, and then, before I grabbed my flip-flop, the guy grabbed me by my shoulder and looked at me, and he's like, dude, if you want to keep on running your fucking mouth, do you really want to start this? He's like, you're lucky we're not the cops to actually do this stuff. I was like, lucky we're not the cops for what? Just to lie to me? And he's like, no, because I could escort you out the house. Like a fucking asshole, we can actually get the actual cops. I was like, then go ahead and get the actual cops. I'm not yelling about that. I'm yelling because you fucking lied to me. You don't tell me, hey, don't worry about it and go grab your stuff and then get the fuck out. That's all, you just don't tell me that. And the guy was just looked at me and he's like, well, stop running your fucking mouth, little punk. And I'm sitting there going like, dude, I'm really not in the mood for this. I understand I'm getting evicted. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you what the fuck you told me. I'm not even trying to fight. So finally, he just shrugged his shoulders, went in there, grabbed his stuff. Here's the second lie. They started grabbing my stuff, or grabbing all of our stuff. My mom and all that crap. Brought all our stuff outside. So, me and my mom, just like we always do, try to get our stuff and put it in the car. So he started grabbing all of it, just like the same thing of like when he told me not to go in there and grab that stuff. Oh, except this was the second person. Sorry, it was the second person telling another lie. Person came in there and they were grabbing the stuff, bringing it outside. Now they left all of our stuff. They started putting our stuff right there, and after like 5 or 6 bags go by because they didn't give a fuck, they just started throwing it in fucking trash bins and just bringing it outside. Well, we're sitting there looking at our stuff, like trying to grab it and everything like that, and then finally, now, so this girl comes up, tells both me and my mom, we ain't got to worry about grabbing all this stuff. We can wait until it brings it all outside. We can't really touch it. So I'm like, okay, are you serious again? You're gonna lie to me about that, and now you're gonna tell us we can't grab our stuff because we're just trying to put it in the car. And the one girl comes up and she's like, well, we have to make sure we have everything out here, doing everything like that. I'm like, dude, we're getting a fucking evicted. Why the fuck do you guys care? I'm just grabbing my stuff so we can put it in the fucking car. They didn't care. They're like, well, you have to wait for a minute for us to actually fully take pictures and make sure everything's all processed. I didn't give a fuck. I kept on trying to grab my shit. I grabbed a couple of my stuff, brought it back to the car, and they told me and my mom that, like, it's gonna stay right there. Like, you're not gonna go anywhere. You guys have all the time in the world. Don't give a fuck if it's raining. We're gonna leave it right there. Here's where lie number 2 comes in. They told us that stuff, and after they brought it outside, then all the guys started taking our stuff and literally throwing it in the fucking dumpster outside, because I was already wondering what was there. There was a dumpster outside. And you know what they fucking did? They started grabbing our shit and throwing it into a fucking dumpster. God, dude. Yeah, so I'm looking at them as they're throwing it into our dumpster. Me and mom both looking at them going like, are you kidding me? We're like, are you serious? We're right here in front of you and you're just going to throw our stuff in the dumpster. You can at least just leave it outside so we can get it and go outside. I understand it's a job, but you ain't got to be a complete fucking dick and just leave it there. So yeah, they literally, in front of us, grabbed our stuff, not even caring about anything, and throwing it in the fucking dumpster. So there's lie number 2. And I kept on mouthing off. I didn't care. After a while, I kept on mouthing off, saying like this and that, and the guy just kept on giving me a look, and I was like, go ahead and look at me, dude. You're the one fucking lying to me. I was like, go ahead and get the fucking cops. The cops are gonna tell me the same exact thing, right? Pretty sure. So we finally got all our stuff out of the dumpster. There was already bees in there, so me and my mom had to go in there. Even though my mom did most of it, we had to grab our stuff that was in there because there's a bunch of bees going in there and just fucking trying to sting us. And we're just trying to get our stuff to get the fuck out, and they didn't give a fuck.